Okay, good morning, everybody. I'm just going to get a couple moments to get started, but while we're waiting for people to come on virtual, let's talk about what we're going to be doing today and what we've been doing this week if you've joined me virtually already. We've been doing what I call exercise builds, which is where we start with one exercise and we build upon that into kind of combining exercises, and as we build, we also add time. So we've been doing some ascending and descending, which means we've been adding and taking away exercises. Today we're just ascending. We have a 4-part build today, so that means we're adding 4 exercises together. If you're not comfortable with all 4 of them, just do 2, just do 3, whatever you feel comfortable with. I'll give you some modifications on certain things as well, so you can take those modifications. We're going to be doing a lot of single side movement today, so we'll do one side and we'll do the other side. Full body, so we're incorporating lower body, upper body, some mashups, meaning that the upper body and lower body will be moving at the same time. So we're going to be doing a lot of movement today. Do the best that you can. Once again, we'll start with 1 and then we start to build and add to that, okay? Just gonna give it another few moments and then we'll get started, so everybody just bear with me. Just gonna check somebody in. Sizes are fine. If you have sets, don't worry, that's okay too. All right, guys. All right. There we go. No? Give it a second. Just go to the next song. No. What? All right, let me just make sure we're connected here. All right. I don't know why. Every time I walk away. Why? All right, if I have to, I'll disconnect. I don't know. Something's weird. Alright, I'll try to connect one more time and then we'll just leave it like this. Let's march it out. Alright, keep it there. I'll get it back on. March it out. Keep marching. We're just going to disconnect that. Alright, that'll be it. March it out right here. Stand up tall, get the shoulders down, and retract back. Engage that core. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's take wide march. Eight more times. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. March it back in for 8. 4, 3, 2. Take it wide for 8. 4, 3, 2. March it in for 4, 3, 2. Let's take wide for 4, 3, 2. Let's march it in for 4, 3, 2. Let's take wide for 4, 3. Hold it wide and squat it. Bend the knees and bend the elbows. Push that bottom back. Keep that chest open and those feet nice and flat. You've got 4 more. Then we slow it up. Down to up 2. And 2 more. Now down to up for 2. Take it down for 2 and up. 3 more times. Down for 2 and up. 2 more times. Down for 2 and up. 1 more time. Down. Pick up your speed for 8, 7, 6, 5. You've got 1 more here. 4, 3, 2. Step it back, right, left. Step. So you guys are here. Left. and right, and left, and right. Good. Left and right. Step or bend. You decide. You just simply tap it, or big step, big bend. 8 more times. Let's go 8. 7. Really move those arms and step back. 4 more times right here. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and take it wide. Let's interlock here or loosely here. Either way. Open the chest. Squeeze and retract the back. Sit it down and rise it up. 4 more. 3 more. 2. Release those hands, wide march, right here. 4, 3, 2, march it in, narrow, 8. 4, 3, 2, take it wide. March it in, 4. And take it wide, 4. And march it in, last time. Take it wide and hold. Hands on those thighs. And hinge forward with a flat back. Let's hold and roll it up halfway. Stretch that spine. Take that flat back down and roll it all the way up. Allow that head to come up last. Let's roll those shoulders back. And watch me for your first set of exercises. We are going to start with right here, getting a squat. Our feet are going to be about hip shoulder width apart. The weight is in our right hand to start, and we're going to squat it down and up. Second move we're going to add in is a lunge and a curl. So you're going to be adding to that. Then we're going to hold it here, add a press, and then back into that squat, curl, and press. And the last one is a tricep extension. Now, if you can't go all the way overhead, you're going to give a little press here, okay? And use a light weight, because on the last one, you can extend it out and in here. But you got to go light if you're going to be keeping it here and taking it out and in from there, okay? Instead of coming up and over that head, okay? So all you have to worry about is that first move right now. Super simple, just that squat. So get those feet grounded, hip to shoulder width apart. Weight is in that right hand, and you're sitting it down and up right there. And starting that clock. I'll try one more moment to get that music going. You guys stay right there. Squat it down, bring it up. Stay here. Keep going. No, it's connected, but... All right, watch me. Squat, step and curl. Squat, step and curl. Squat, step and curl. Now, if you can get into it a little deeper, you want to lunge it as you curl back. All right, we'll take that off. Keep going. Squat it and curl it. Squat it and curl it. One squat and one curl with that step or that lunge back. So you're deciding whether you just step and curl or you get that squat and that lunge as you curl. 5 more seconds here and we're adding on. All right, watch me. Sit into your step back or your lunge, press it up, bring it back in, and get that squat. So we're building on it now, right here. This is how we add movement. Now, if you want to get low and hold that lunge and get that press from there, go for it. Squat it, step it, and press it. Squat it, step it, and press it up. Now again, as we add these exercises, we're adding more time, so you're here longer when you add those exercises. First one starts with just 30 seconds, and then we add 15 seconds of time with every exercise we add in. Squat, step, curl, and press. And again, if you're uncomfortable with any of them, just do 2 parts of it. So you could just do that lunge and that curl and press. We got one more add on here, and it's going to come right here. Hold it, bring it up, get that extension behind you, bring it down, step it up, and you're back to that curl. Okay, so you decide where you can be. You don't have to hold that lunge, you can just hold it back. And then right here, squat, step curl, get that press, and behind that head, and then come back to your starting position. So everything runs smoothly, one into the other. And you're working multiple muscles. You're working upper and lower body all at the same time. Multiple joint movement happening. And that's going to get that intensity up and that heart rate up as well. You are coming on your last and final 30 seconds left on that clock. Squat, step and curl, press it over that head if you can, and then tricep extension behind that head. Almost there, and then we got the other side that we got to do. So you'll do exactly the same thing on the other side. You'll have 30-second rest in between. Squat, curl, press, you got it, and you got 30 seconds, good. You guys stay right there, take a little breather. If you need, drop your weight, get some water, and then we're coming back to it. It's gonna go into your left hand, guys, and let me remind you of those movements and modifications. Squat with that weighted right hand, then we're adding in that step and curl, or that lunge and curl, that press, and overhead, but if that's too much, you'll be here, little press, extension, with a lighter weight. All right, get set, and go. You're on that clock to squat it down and up. Good, so now it's in your left hand, and you're taking it down and up into what's called a suitcase squat, when you have that weight in one hand. Take it down and up. And when we add on that step back with that curl. But you gotta get that squat in as well. So you're alternating between those two movements. Good, let's get that last one in. We're gonna squat it, step and curl it, squat it, step and curl. Good, nice and strong. You don't have to go into that bend and lunge. It could be a simple step back, and then that squat. But as you step or you step and bend, you are curling, using that bicep at the same time that you're stepping back. Good. You got it. Perfect. And remember, our add-on is going to be here when we step back and pressing it over that head or just up a little. So let's add in on the next one right here. Hold your position. Press it up. Bring it in as you lower down. Back to that squat. If you want to make it harder, you're holding that lunge the entire time. You add that upper body press in. Squat it. Step curl, hold and press, bring it back in. And work at your own pace. You don't have to be with me, or you can be trying to follow exactly the pace that I'm going, but you don't have to be. Now remember, your last one is going to be that tricep extension. If you're not comfortable with it, you're just going to stay here for the rest of the time. So find what you feel comfortable with. You'll just take more time with 3 parts instead of adding in that 4th. Squat, step and curl, press it, and on the next one we're adding that squat, that curl, hold it up, bring it behind the head, make sure you have something that you can manage, right? So if you need to go lower and lighter, do it. Good. Make sure you don't come in until you bring that weight back here. So you got to go through all this movement with the arm first, bring it down in position, then you can come back in by stepping in. But you got to do all that arm work first, then you can step it in. And as you step it in, you can lower it down. So hopefully you're feeling those muscles at work, especially on that left side right now. And I know you worked hard if you were with me virtually the last 2 days. We did upper body, lower body. Now we're bringing it into that full body exercise build. So you should be feeling that heart rate come up a little bit with all that movement. movement that's happening. Squat, step and curl, press it up, and you are done. That's your last one. Put that weight down, get some water, because I'm going to go over the next set of exercises with you, and then reset that clock. All right, so this one I'm going to go with a 5-pound weight. Of course, you can go with whatever. Watch the moves first and decide what you want to do. We're going to take that heel to the front, bringing that knee up. Our second move is going to add what's called a crescent pose. So see how I extend and lengthen, but I also hinge forward. Okay, so we'll be in that knee, and then into that crescent pose, and then we hold it here, drive up for a row, and then our final one is adding in an extension at the top. Okay, so you've got 2 lower body movements, followed by 2 upper body movements that we're adding on. First thing you have to do is get that right heel to the front, and it's all about just driving that knee up for 30 seconds on that clock, starting now. So work that balance, get that knee up, balance on that left leg, and bring that heel in front of you, because that's where you want to end, to step back into that crescent pose with that extended leg back and that nice hinge forward. So remember, we're going to do both sides. We do the right first, and then we'll rotate and do that left. And every time we add on an exercise, we add 15 seconds to that clock, making it more time to work through those added exercises. Good, let's get that last one in, and now we want to have that knee into that crescent pose, hinge forward, and that's it. You're just adding that one on. Okay, knee, and then step and hinge. That arm's just hanging down, waiting to get its work coming up in that next exercise that we're going to build to these 2. Good, work that strong stability on that left leg that's holding your balance here. Knee up, step and hinge, and extend that leg back and behind you. Take breaks if you need, and come back when you're ready. Good, let's add on. So once we come into this position here, add that row, take it back, and bring that knee up. Hinge, hold that row, and take it back up and into that knee. So we get in position here, we pull, and then we come back here. So we're setting up lower body so we can add an upper body, and our last exercise added will be that kickback once that elbow comes up. So it's all about just constant movement. There's no breaks. It's one exercise building onto another, 4 times. 4 different exercises that we put together to make one combo at the end. 4 different exercises. 10 seconds before you add on that final exercise at the top of that row with that elbow up. Good, so once you get in position here, hold it up, extend, lengthen it back, lower down, and don't move until that weight is down. Knee up, extend, lengthen, pull it up, extend it back, lower it down, and that's where you can come up and drive that knee up. Good, you're working on your last final minute here before you move over to the other side. Knee up, extend, lengthen. Good, awesome. So we've got that hip working. We've got that stability glute in the other leg that's holding your balance, lengthening through the back of that right leg as you come into this position, that back working and the back of that arm working. Last and final 30 seconds. Again, take a break if you need. If not, we're trying to have constant movement the entire time that we're working through that circuit, when and if possible. Last and final 10 seconds, and then you get that 30-second break before we hit that other side. So if you want to get some water, put that weight down, whatever it is, make sure you finish. Get it all the way in to that kickback, and then rise it up. And you've got 30 seconds. Take a little rest. Let that leg that was balancing you get a little rest. Bend those knees. Good. Breathe through it. And we're going to take that all onto the other side. It's going to be that left side. So So remember, first exercise, all you have to worry about right now, which is going to be that left heel to the front, coming up and down. That weight is going to be hanging in your hand. So start to reset your body, open up that chest, get the weight in your left hand, left heel to the front, and go. We're on that clock right now. Keep going. I'm going to just check in on our virtual. Let me see who's with us today. We've got 18 people at home, so hopefully you are working on those exercise builds here with me today. Your 4-part full body, driving that knee up. And remember what our second exercise coming up is going to be that leg back, hinging forward into that crescent pose position. Good, nice strong balance and stability, and let's add on knee up. And then we step and we hinge, get that nice strengthening of that back leg, heel to the front, drive that knee up. So this is going to get us in the position where we start to add that upper body, which is going to be that row and that kickback. But right now, just focus on those 2 lower body movements, bringing that knee up and stepping back and hinging forward. So by building little at a time, we get to learn the first move. We get to learn the first and second move put together, and then the third, the fourth, and so on, depending on how many exercises you put together. Today, again, it is 4. Good. Now, when you get to this position hold, we're adding on. Get that row. Bring that heel to the front. Take that knee up. Step and hinge. Drive it up. And then bring that heel to the front. And you're going to feel now that right leg is what's going to be really working to stabilize you the entire time that you move through that left leg. And your final add-on is going to be that tricep kickback at the end right here of that row. Good, hang in there. Focus on one movement at a time. Don't move until you complete it. So that knee comes up and down. You step and get in position. Your arm comes up and down. And then you release from that position and back to that knee. So think about each move one at a time. And again, you don't have to be with me. You don't have to be with anybody. Focus on yourself. Good, and now we're going to be adding, so come here, hold your row. That's where you want to extend it back, lengthen down, and then you release and go back to that knee and your starting position. Your last and final set right here. All 4 parts that you're putting together with your row and your kickback, releasing it, bringing it up, and driving that knee up. And I'm sure you're feeling that right leg that's stabilizing you. You want to make sure that it's holding you nice and strong. If you need a break, take a break, get a little bit of movement, and then come back if and when you can to finish up the remainder of that time. Good, hold strong. And then we're changing our next exercises. You're going to have 2 more circuits to go. We only have 4 circuits today, but we're working a lot of different muscles in each one of those circuits as we put these builds together. Good, make sure you finish it all the way up and stop. Get some water if you need it. Resetting that clock and moving on. This one is going to be our final, working one side at a time. So I'm going to go very light for this one, and watch, you'll see why. Feet are going to come together, and from here, we're going to hold that weight in our hand. Hold on, let me just make sure I know exactly what we're doing. Side step into that front raise. Okay. All right, so right here, we're going to take a chair squat. That's going to be our first one, okay? Feet are together. Our second one, we're going to step into a side step, rotate into a press, and then look at this external rotation. That is why you want to go nice and easy here, okay? Now, if you can't go over that head, of course, watch me. You do your chair squat. When we add on, you're just going to come to here, okay? You're going to bend it in and rotate out here instead, okay? And I'll give you those adjustments as we go through it, okay? First thing you have to worry about, because remember, we do one thing and then we add and we get used to it little by little. So just take those feet together, let that weight hang in your right hand, and you're just going to do that chair squat to start. Okay, and then we build from there. So it seems like a lot when I show it to you, but then as we start to build, you get used to adding on the next one, little by little. So it's not all at one time. So right now we just want those feet close together. And then when we add on, it's going to be our right leg that goes out. After here, it'll be a step out either just to shoulder height, don't do it yet, I'm showing you, or all the way up, just so you know what to prepare for in 3 seconds right here. So we got to first do the chair squat, and now step it out, either bring it all the way up or just to the shoulder height. So we're here, and then we're out just to shoulder height. Just like that, yep, you got it. Down, up, all the way if you can. So now we're just working on these 2 moves, which is legs, and then leg and arm together as we step out to the side and lift it over that head. Perfect. And come up. Good, you guys keep going. I'm just going to come this way. Good, so you guys really can see how it works here. Step and come up. Good, now we're going to add on. So you're going to come here, okay? And you're going to rotate out, into that press and then take it down, okay? But if you're just going to come here, I want you to do that, okay? So get that chair squat, come on up with me, rotate into that press, rotate back up, step in and come down. Chair squat, lift, down, press up. You got to rotate as you do that. So we come up, we rotate into that military press, we come back up, and we lower down and into your chair squat. And remember, if you're coming here, you're just going to stop and then come down right there, okay? This way you're in position. Chair squat for that next move. Rotate down, rotate press, step it in. Good. From this position, that rotating military press, step it in and come down, and now we're going to add. So for those of you who are here, you want to rotate into this external rotation, press it up and come down. Okay, for those of you who are stopping here, you're rotating out and in and then lowering, okay? So I'm going to do that again with you. Stop at the shoulder, bend, rotate from here, and then extend and come down. Everybody else, all the way up. Hold here, external rotation. That is for that rotator cuff muscle. And then come down and step. And we step in as we come down. And again, here with you guys, out, in, extend, and then step. So again, think of it one at a time. I know it's a lot of movement. Very intricate movement on this one, which is why we're going for that lightweight. Because your muscles can't handle as much in those smaller muscles of those shoulders. Good, finish up that last one. And you're going to have 30 seconds, so make sure you fully lower it down. I'm going to take it to the other side. So remember, now on this side, we're just going to be starting with that chair squat, okay? Reminders, all the way up, or if you can't come all the way up, make sure you come here, stop here, out, and in. It's just a little bit different, but you're still working the same exact muscles of those shoulders, okay? Let's start to reset with those feet together. Weight is now in your left hand. Open up that chest, and get set. Just that chair squat. Remember, we're going to add one at a time. So you don't have to worry about doing it all at once, right here as we form those builds, down and up. Good, take it one movement at a time. When we add on that step out and that frontal raise, either to shoulders or all the way over that head if you can. All right, get ready to add on. First, that chair squat. Come on up, we step and we lift. We take it back in as we come down and into that chair squat. So let's work on those 2 movements. And this side, you'll probably work a little bit better just because you know exactly what to expect. And you'll be ready for those add-ons. Down, up, and lift. Either just to shoulder height or all the way over that head. If you're hip shoulder height, you're right there. And as reminders, when we hit that next move, you're going to either be here Or you're gonna come up and rotate into that press, okay? That military press. But right now, we're still just right here. Good, last time, and now we're adding on. So once you come up, rotate into that military press, take it back in, and back down. And again, if you're gonna be stopping here, bend it in from here, and then step it in, and lower down. So you're just shortening up that move, and substituting in a different one for that last one, instead of coming all the way overhead, if that's too much. Nice and lightweight here so we can manage it. Rotate into that press, step it in, and come down into that chair squat. Good, palm is facing me as I come up. And then I'm rotating down and back up in that position so I can come down with that palm facing me. Good, step it in and take it down. Good, we're going to be adding on that next one. So remember, once you come into this position here, you want to rotate, which is why you want to have a light weight for this one. And as a reminder, if you're just coming here, you're bending, you're going to rotate in and out here for that rotator cuff, and then step it in, okay? So you take it wherever you can go, here, or here. Awesome work, guys. Up. Take it at your own pace. You have to get through each movement. And if it's too much with the weight, get rid of the weight. Especially if you have any injuries, you want to do this without a weight. And it will actually help and not hurt. Good. One focus at a time with that full 4-part exercise build. Good. Make sure you finish it. Finish it. And come on down. Get some water. And we're resetting. This one we're going to go with a heavier one. And we're not working single side. We are going to work one side alternating. So watch me. This one, I'm going to go with my heavier weight on this one. We are going to start on the right side, so I'll do my left, okay, just to show you what it looks like. We're going to hinge forward, and as we come up, we're going to curl. Now you can either side step or side lunge when we add on, okay, then it will be those two moves that we incorporate. And then from here, whatever leg is moving, you're going to circle around that head, and when we add on the last one, we're pushing out and in. Okay, those are the 4 moves, but again, we're building one at a time. Then we're going to alternate over to the other side, okay? So for right now, what you want to work on is hinge forward right, curl it up, hinge forward left, curl it up. That is going to be our first set of exercises, okay? So with me, let's start those curls right here. One side, curl it up, other side, and curl it up. You got it right there. 30 seconds on that clock. Good. Take your time. One leg, curl it up. The other leg, curl it up. So the arms extend as you hinge forward, bend as you come up. So a little mash up here with the upper and lower body moving at the same time. We're curling as we rise up. All right, and now we're going to add. So let's start on the right side. Once we come here, step or side lunge, and now take it to the other side. Curl, step, and side lunge. And then back to the right. Hinge forward, curl it up so it's in position up here as you step or you lunge. Hinge forward, curl it up. Step into that side, lunge or side step. And again, we're alternating on this one. Good, let's finish up the other side if you're with me. And now we're adding on, so wherever you are, start with one leg, curl it up, step it out, and now I want you to circle around that direction that you just came in and go to the other side. Hinge forward, step into that side, circle around that same direction that that leg came up, and right to the other side, into that side lunge. Circle around, and to the other side. Hinge forward, step into that side, and circle it around, and then take it into the other side. Curl it up. Nope, I went wrong. Circle around, and then go to the other side. If you just mess up, just keep it moving. I'm not always perfect either. Take it to the side, circle, and then to the other side. Hinging forward first, taking it to the side, and circling around. And now we're going to add on, so whatever leg you're on, hinge forward, take it to that side, circle it, and once you come back to that chest, push it out from there, and then go to that other leg down in front. Take it to the side, circle it around, and push it out and in, and then you're off to the other side. To the side, circle it around, push it out and in, good. And then extend and lengthen back, to the side, circle, and push. Good, finish it up, make sure you get that other side, think about one movement at a time. Now I've got a circle, now I've got to extend and lengthen out in front of me. And then back to that first move, stepping back or stepping side, instead of lifting, circle it, and push it out and in. Good, extend and lengthen, take it to the side, circle it around, and lengthen it out in front. Good. Let's finish up right there and relax. You're not done. Hang with me for another moment. You're going to get some water. Keep that weight. And we're going to do just a 4-part exercise. No building. We're just going to keep it moving to get that energy up a little bit and get that heart rate going, okay? So follow me from your first move right here. We are going to take our one heavier weight and come right into it to circle and reach for that opposite foot. So we're out of those builds. You had 4 different builds that we did today. Now I just want you to keep moving right here with me. Keep going. We're on that clock. Right here. I just want to get some energy up right here at the end. I want to build your intensity a little bit to finish it out. Reach and circle. Keep those legs straight. Good. You're going to get that last one in, and I want you to come to the front and swing it underneath your legs and pass that weight to the other hand in front. Good. Now you're just focusing on one exercise at a time. We're doing dumbbell swings right here. From the dumbbell swings, you're going to go back to that first move. Good, just working on building some intensity at the end here. Good, one more time. Take it into one hand, back to that reach and circle. Back to that reach and circle. You can keep the legs straight here so you get some nice flexibility. You can bend it if you want to add a little bit more now. Got it, hang in there. We're doing 4 sets of both of these moves just to keep that intensity up here for a little bit of a finish. Good, circle it around, take it to the front, and give me those dumbbell swings. Right here as you hinge forward. So this one's more of a hinge. First one, more of, it's a hinge if you're keeping the legs straight, a little bend as you reach as well. This one, a little bit of a bend, but more of a hinge as you take that weight through your legs and then pass it to the other one. Good. Get that last one in, and whatever hand you have it in, reach for the opposite foot and circle around. You're on set number 3. You're halfway there, guys. This is to build that intensity. So we're thinking about getting that heart rate up here. Good, keep that chest lifted. Keep that chin off that chest. Make sure you're not rounding forward. So we don't want to be like this and tuck that chin in. We still want to be up. Even as we get that slight hinge forward. Even here, as we go back to those dumbbell swings, you're still keeping that chin off that chest. But I'm not looking at that weight. I'm looking forward as I hinge forward. Last set is coming up, guys. So hang in there with me. Finish it out with that little intensity finisher here at the end. Good, right here, final set. Either keeping those legs straight, or if you want to have that bend, reach for the inside of that foot. Our final 2 sets right here. Hopefully getting that intensity up a little bit by moving that weight around. Good, last set right here. Dumbbell swings, passing it from one hand to the other. Let's finish up right here, guys. Last chance to get that intensity up. Bring it through the legs. Rise it up and change it right in front of that chest right here. Good, get those last couple in right here. And that weight can go down, get some water if you need it. If not, you're gonna march it out, cool it down, and breathe. And we'll go into our stretch in a moment. Open up that chest. Four, 3, 2, let's heel across, give me a push. Push. Keep that chest open. Step. Little tap. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, march it out. Right here, stand up tall. Shoulders down, retract back. Engage that center and breathe. Take it wide. 4, 3, 2, and hold. Take those hands on those thighs. Hinge forward, give me a flat back. Also work on those builds. I know they're a little bit difficult when you're learning it, but I promise you, if this is something that you did again or a couple of times, you would get more and more used to it and stronger in those moves. Keep that flat back down. Roll it up. We're just learning this week on how to put exercises together in those exercise builds. So at first they're a little bit complicated. Step it back here, but you're gonna, once you get the coordination of all of it, left foot forward, right foot back, so you guys are gonna be right here. Take that arm across that chest, press it in. Once you get the coordination of it all, you can get stronger, you can go heavier, you can go faster through those moves. And take it up, take that elbow back and press. Get those nice stretches in. A lot of muscles working today, a lot of joints moving at the same time. Bring it up and lower down, interlock, open up that chest, engage those back muscles. And release, stepping onto the ball of that foot. Push those hips forward, feel that stretch in that hip flexor. Open up that chest on top as well. Stay here if you want to take a quick little grab of that foot, a little bit more stretch to that quad if you can hold your balance, and then release it to the front and hinge forward as you reach for those toes. And slide it up, press it up. Take that right foot forward and that left foot back. So I'm just going to come this direction so you see me from the side. Take that left arm across that chest, press it in as you lengthen out through the back of that leg. And take that elbow up and back. Good, rise it up. Good, take a little stretch to the side. Bring it up and release as you interlock behind the back, opening up that chest, squeezing and retracting those shoulder blades back. Sorry about the technical difficulty on music today, but we still get that workout in. It's really just for background. And release, step in onto the ball of the foot, push those hips forward. We'll get that worked out. Get that stretch in that hip flexor, squeeze that glute right here, open up that chest, lift everything up from here. And again, you can either stay here or if you want to take a quick grab of that foot, if you can manage that balance, stretching that quad a little bit deeper. And then release and take that heel to the front, hinge forward and reach for those toes. And slide it up, press it up. I'm going to face you, take a deep breath. Exhale, one more time in. Exhale, and you guys are all done. Fantastic work, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Virtual, just a couple things to talk about. Need for those of you who didn't hear me in the beginning. Number one, if you enjoyed the workout, save it, share it. And also tomorrow we will be virtual at 10 o'clock, continuing our exercise builds. Friday, I will be here again at 9:30. For that signing, you got to register if you want to come and do it live. And for anybody who didn't hear before, we are doing a boot camp for breast cancer challenge. There is a $25 donation to do it. You can do it in person here. Anybody can do that, but you need to register for it. There is an online link that I will share on comments or on the description, and also I will be blasting it through my social media as well. There is a link that you can donate online. And if you don't make the slot to come here, because there'll be only a certain amount of people that can come here to do that class in person, you can also do it on Zoom as long as you've made that donation, and everything will go to the proceeds against breast cancer. So just look out for the links and the information for that I will be posting. Otherwise, have a wonderful, good rest of your day. Thank you at home for joining me. Thank you everybody here for joining me. And I am going to say goodbye.